Pierogi are a classic Polish food which originate from Central and Eastern Europe. They have different names and fillings, but today I will show you how to make potato, onion, and cheese-filled pierogi. Let's get started with what you'll be needing to make this delicious food. For the filling, you will need white farmer's cheese, 2 onions, a 3-pound bag of potatoes, salt, pepper, something to put it all in like a bowl or pot, a measuring cup, and a potato masher. To cook the pierogi, you will need olive oil, a frying pan, a skimmer, a spoon, some diced bacon to put on top, but this is optional, and a pot. And finally for the dough, you will need a large bowl, 2 eggs, 3 cups of flour, a rolling pin, a fork, a circular cup that's at least 3 inches in diameter, and a cup and a half of water. To make the filling, we start with peeling our potatoes. Once peeled, we cut them into smaller pieces and rinse them in room temperature water to wash them. We then drain the water and refill the pot and add salt. Then we put our potatoes on the stove to boil. While our potatoes are boiling, we can peel our onions. We then dice the onions into small pieces. To fry the onions, we add a little drizzle of olive oil and throw them onto the pan for them to fry. Meanwhile, take a fork and poke the potato, and if they're pretty soft, then they're done cooking. Take them off the stove and drain all the water. Then take your potato masher and begin to mash them. Your onions are done when they're a little brown all around. Put them into your mashed potatoes and then put in your low-fat farmer's cheese, crumble it up, and add pepper. Then take your potato masher and mash and mix it all together. We are now done with our filling and we can move on to how to make the dough. Start off by putting 3 cups of flour into a bowl. Make a hole in the middle, crack your 2 eggs inside the hole, and then mix it with a fork. Add a cup and a half of water inside. Then take your hands and start to form the dough. Sprinkle some flour now and then to make it less sticky, but not too much. When you finish making the dough, cover it up with a towel. We can now move on to rolling out our dough. Sprinkle some flour onto your cutting board. Cut a bit of the dough and press it onto the cutting board. Begin to roll out the dough, moving it often to make it even. Make sure you don't make it too thin. Take your 3-inch in diameter cup and begin to cut holes in the dough. Try to fit as many as you can. Carefully take the circles out and remove the leftover dough. To fill the pierogi, take a little bit of your filling that you made and scoop it into the middle of your circle of dough. Then begin to close it by pinching all around the ends. Make sure it's closed and there are no holes and none of the filling is coming out. We can now finally move on to the final step, which is cooking the pierogi. Take a pot and fill it with water, then bring it to boil. Once it's boiling, put it in your pierogi and let them cook for 5 minutes. You can either stop here, or if you want to, you can fry them by putting them on a frying pan and letting them sit until they're golden brown. Once they're done, you can top them with a nice finish of bacon. And there you have it, potato, onion, and cheese-filled pierogi. You can enjoy these during the holidays or any time during the year. But if you're Polish, you eat them basically every day. Thanks for watching. Do widzenia!